So there was another game and it failed. Could have guessed. I actually reacted to this game last year somewhere. I don't remember when. And I predicted that it would fail because, well, look at the character. Oh my god, that was. I remember this game. I now remember this game. This game was basically bestial back from the colonizers. The game. That's literally what this game is about. A bunch of dark-skinned people steal from steal back their ancestors' valuables from the colonizers. That's what this game is about. Go on lurking mode now. Sure, do that. No problem. This is going to be really, really retarded. I can guarantee you that. So let's watch it.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So I'm sure most people watching this video have had their calendars marked for this day, February 10th, the release of Relooted. Now we've talked about this game before, but in case you're not familiar, here is the description. Reclaim real African artifacts from Western museums in this African futurist heist game. Recruit crew members, plan escape routes, acquire the precious cargo, and bounce out of the joint as fast as you can. Now, this game was mocked for what I will assume is unintentional racism. People were making fun of the plot here, saying it was offensive, and it got a lot of bad.
I wonder who's saying all these things because I can guarantee you, Africans that actually, live in Africa, they don't give a fuck. They don't. Most of them don't give a fuck. They do want. A lot of them do, especially in politics. They want their artifacts back. Sure, no problem with that. Actually, no problem with that. But this is literally a white man bad thing. And the thing is, they literally do the same. That's why. Oh no, I can't. I can't say these things. I can't. I don't want to go to prison. I don't.
Attention. Okay, the initial trailer from 8 months ago, 1,000 likes versus 8,200 dislikes, but
Anyone surprised? I'm not at all.
despite that reception, games journalists were saying it was really great. You just gotta wait, okay? And
Of course they say that. That's the that's what they have to say, or they being not seen as good people anymore by the people that they associate with. And yes, not the readers, because no one is reading their shit because it's that bad.
people on social media were saying this game was gonna own the chuds.
Sure.
And the only thing they could really celebrate about this game, at least in articles, was diversity. And then in
Like
October
always.
of last year, they got into a little spat on the Steam discussion board here, where someone said, get over it. The reason Western museums have so many one-of-a-kind artifacts is because the countries they were looted from had zero respect for their historical value. And then the official developer,
Which actually is true. They don't care. They literally don't.
account who created this game, Nyama Cop Devs, said, got any sources for that claim with a smiley face? Many of the artifacts in Relooted were taken from thriving existing civilizations who deeply treasured them. So unless you have sources to speak to your claim in a way that relates to the art,
I bet there will be sources. I bet we scroll down and there will be sources.
artifacts in Relooted, or at least the demo, your claim is inaccurate. A lot of people saw this as, well, them having an attitude with people questioning the plots of their game. And of course, things did not get any better. Recently, a week
guess we don't scroll down. Guess we don't. That's actually bad.
A week ago, IGN came out with a 20-minute demo with some of the voice actors kind of voicing over the initial 20 minutes of the game, and you can
Why? Why would the voice actors have what? Why? No, serious. Why do we care what the voice actors say? They are just voice actors. This is retarded. The developers should say something.
see, despite having
Especially with the title. With developer commentary. The voice actors aren't developers. They're just voice actors. It's a massive difference.
20 million subs on the IGN account, they got 14K views in 7 days. Now I'm just gonna play one part. Like this is from the early cinematic in the game. I just want to show you what we're dealing with here. Okay, just look at the quality. Pay attention here.
And now she has to save him. He just sent location and was like,
why is she chubby? Why?
I really need help. And look at him. He really does.
What the fuck was that? It literally was a play punch that I would do on my knees. What the fuck is this shit?
What was that?
And was like, I really need help.
Punch.
And look at him. He really does.
What on earth? The quality. It's lacking just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll just let it play in the background. I mean, this is your typical kind of parkour slop game. You know, there's yellow paint everywhere.
Oh,
You're
no.
told where to go, and at least on some of the difficulties, the parkour is automated, like it's done for you. So if you just
Oh, so it's a game for retarded people. Could have guessed.
get close to where you're supposed to go to, it does all the parkour for you, which is pretty odd considering the parkour aspect of this game is like all it's got. But yeah, of course, then they come out with
Because this is not supposed to be a game. It's a piece of propaganda. Different things. It can literally be the same thing.
the official trailer. Okay, the launch trailer that just came out 7 hours ago to celebrate the official release. And again, Xbox on their official account with 6 million subs, pulling off 4,700 views
It's not
in
good.
7 hours. Like, that's actually insane. You can see the like to dislike ratio.
That's kind of the views I get on my YouTube videos. Yeah, I have to work on that.
Still terrible. And then you go to the comments section, they're all just roasting this game. In fact, there's more comments making fun of this release trailer than there are people actually playing Relooted. This is the
Oh yes, easy. Not that's not hard. I mean, who would want to play a game like that?
official mark here. As you can see, 43 in-game players on day one. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a little surprised. Now, I
Yeah, that's so many. Yeah, no one asked for a game like this. No one cares about a game like this. All the people that say they want things like that, they don't play games. Black people that play games, they don't give a shit about that. They don't want to play a piece of propaganda. They just want to have fun. Because they're just people. They aren't a piece of stereotypical shit that the left thinks they are. They're just people. That's why they don't give a fuck about this. They aren't being treated like people, literally.
knew this game was gonna flop. Okay, don't get it twisted. But I thought it would at least get like 1 or 200. Okay, that's what I thought. It's also like a $15 game, so like
Oh,
Yeah, I thought like the games journalists and the people on Twitter. I mean, we know they don't really support the stuff they claim to care about,
of
but I
course
thought at
not.
least some of them would, get some money together and try this game out. But no, in fact, it looks like it peaked at 57 players, and
Oh,
I doubt it's going to ever get past that unless they just decide to scrap this whole project and give it away for free or something. But yeah, this is an absolute disaster. This is
yeah. Why would I pay 15 bucks for this if I can spend 20 on the bug game from last year, Silk Song? Why? Why? Or why would I spend 15 bucks on this if I can spend 40 and get Arc Raiders? Why would I spend 15 bucks on this if I can spend 5 on Half-Life 2? And yes, Half-Life 2, 22 years old and way better than this shit. Easy. Not even close.
this is really bad. And yes, it's on Game Pass too, by the way. So we're always told those are the real players, right? Like these numbers don't matter.
Yeah.
It's who's on Game Pass, but I'm sure it's not looking too great. Now, one thing I saw is a lot of people comparing Relooted to Tales of
Yeah.
Kenzera Zao, which is a game I talked about maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago. And I think there's some similarities here, but there's some big differences. So, just like Zao here, Relooted has become this sort of fixture for games journalists and obnoxious people on Twitter.
Course.
It's become a purity test. They say
Of course it is. They don't actually care about these things. They just virtue signal that they are good people, which they aren't, because if they would be, they wouldn't be, don't have to virtue signal that they are good people.
if you don't like these games, you're a racist, you're a bigot, you're alt-right, what have you. But the key difference between Relooted and Zao here is that people actually seem to enjoy this game. And from people I know who tried it out, they said it was worth the $10 or $15 it was labeled as. They actually had some positives
It's
to
nice.
take away from this. And unfortunately for Relooted, it's just awful. Okay, the forums are completely ripping this game apart. It's a buggy mess, and the only positive ones that I can find, the only positive discussion posts, and people are swarming the discussion posts right now. I can't even tell if they're positive or they're trolling, like, because that's the best they got, right? It's just like with the articles, all they could celebrate with this game is diversity. And you can see this post: the fake white outrage is delicious. And I am enjoying so much reading those fake posts about white people or so-called crusader claiming this game is racist. So rich.
Am I retarded? Because I don't understand what this person actually means. Is it just worded badly, or am I stupid? I don't know. I don't understand what's going on here. Maybe it's really me. I don't know.
Interesting. Here's another one saying, thank you, devs, for being DEI LGBTQI++ inclusive with rainbows here. And
Of course.
it says, hi, devs. On behalf of all, and as a transgender, thank you for representing the LGBTQI++ in your video game. And then this person
Okay. I don't know. I don't think they showed anything about that.
down here says, also as a member of the LGBTQ+, we do not claim this person. Yeah, I don't know if this is real. That's the thing. Like, they're deleting all of the negative posts and banning people.
Of course,
and all
that's
that
what they
stuff,
do.
But they're not getting rid of these ones.
Of course they do. They're spineless little shits. That's what spineless little shits do. They ban shit.
So I guess they're hoping these are real posts, so they have some support. And then you see this: stop hating on this game, please. The devs clearly put their love and sweat to make this. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Nobody's owed anything, okay?
Yeah.
And you can say it's an inclusive game made by kind people.
That doesn't matter.
So, does that mean people have to buy it? Like, that's the biggest problem with Relooted. It had a very kind of its plot got made fun of and people were making a lot of jokes about it, but the game itself had no juice. It
Of
had
course not.
nothing to show, nothing of value. And on release, it is a buggy mess. Like I said, right now, the discussion board on Steam is all just people either clowning on this or complaining about things being broken in the game. But of course, the articles haven't stopped. You can see BBC News Africa, convenient timing, coming out today, saying a new video game, Relooted, sees Africans fantasize about taking back treasure from Europe's museums. It's raising awareness about African culture, African history, and sort of the scale of this cultural artifacts looting that has happened.
And I can guarantee you, if we give all the artifacts back to Africa, they will be all landing on the black market. All of them. 100%. Because African governments are fucking corrupt. Even more than Western. And that will say something because the Western governments are all corrupt. All of them.
Now, ironically enough, there's people in the replies who aren't happy about this because they're saying that they're just fantasizing about taking things back. And they're like, no, they're not taking it back. It never belonged to anyone else. And all these things, like it's never good enough. People are still mad no matter what. And people are clowning on this. That is the largest topic of conversation, is people looking at the player count. And like Paradark here saying, congratulations to the Relooted devs. Banger. Day one release. And the comments.
Well, to be fair, they didn't lose as many players as Highguard. But, I got... Yeah, do we really need to talk about Highguard? I've seen, I looked this week, I think, somewhere, at the player numbers of Highguard, and they've dropped below 2,000 at one point. So, yeah. And that's still more than this game will ever have.
Are roasting them, saying there sure are a lot of racists out there who don't want to play that game. Ha 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 ha. You just got owned, Shud. How does it feel to be on the losing side of history? So is this modern audience in the room with us right now? Yeah, unfortunately, the modern audience did what it does best. And it didn't show up. That's not showing up, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they do best. And it happened again. Relooted has been an unmitigated disaster. I don't care how small of a team produced this. The amount of resources put into this, to what we can tell, yeah, this didn't pan out very well. But anyways, that's the update. And that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below.
Oh, this was good.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you next time.
Now, this was entertaining. It was. Yeah, another stupid game by stupid developers for stupid people, and even the stupid people didn't show up.